Are these newfangled things any good?
Okay, let's talk about The Little Acre, which was released on the Nintendo Switch in April of 2019, so it's been out for a while. I managed to pick it up in a sale recently for 99p and decided to do a review of it. The basic story follows Aiden and his little daughter Lily, who are searching for Aiden's missing father, which reveals some strange and surprising revelations which are not really explained along the way, to be honest. There's transportation to different worlds, that's not really giving much away, but we have no idea what the context or background is, just that Aiden's father was an inventor and tinkered with things and somehow discovered another world. Sure, I'll accept that. This review is basically going to be, well, it's going to be very short and sweet, much like this game. It's got beautiful cartoon visuals, hand-drawn scenery, and it does remind me of watching cartoons of old from my childhood, which is always going to tick many boxes for me. It's a lovely little story, it's got fun characters. It does, however, have a few downsides to it as well. Weirdly, given that, well, this is a point-and-click game, there's no pointing. I mean, there is. You use your controllers to move the cursor around, but there's no touch. Why would you do a point-and-click game on the Switch with no touch? Particularly given that this game is already available on mobile platforms. You can get this on sort of the Android store. I presume you can probably get it on iOS. Why is there no touch? Oh, it's so frustrating. And indeed, having to use your sticks does make some of the puzzles quite challenging. There are some that are sort of timed, so you need to use an item on something in the landscape and environment within a certain time limit, and trying to do it with the sticks, just frustrating and annoying. But no, there's no but. That's just frustrating and annoying, and they should have done something about it. Additionally, the game's quite short. For me, that's not a bad thing, actually. I quite enjoy short games, and given the fact I paid 99p for it, I actually think it was really good value for money. I had a lovely time playing this game. It's maybe an hour, if that, depending on how long you puzzle over some of the puzzles. It's very easy to beat, except for the odd, very, very obtuse puzzle. I mean, there were two that I can think of off the top of my head in this game where basically it boiled down to just trial and error. Try every item I have on every bit of the environment to see what works, rather than there being any logical trail to thinking, if I use this on here, that might work. I gave up. I just went, try this, try this, try this, until eventually I got there, and that gets me to probably my last gripe about this game, which is, and it's a small niggle, and to be fair, it's a niggle about most point-and-clicks I have, but when you try something, you get the same line of dialogue back every time. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. It gets really, really annoying. I could, but I don't think it would work. I could, but I don't think it would work. I could. It gets tiresome. I would have liked a little bit more dialogue to squeezed into that game, but I'm being pedantic. This game cost me 99p, which I think is great value, and if you see it probably sub £3, it's worth buying. At the moment on the eShop, its full price is £9.99. Don't buy it at $9.99, you will feel cheated. There's not enough game there for £10 worth of your money. But sub £3, I reckon you will probably walk away from this thinking, that was a nice experience, and carry on with your life. So there you go, Al's review. Sub £3, buy it. If it's more than that, well, wait for it to come to another eShop sale. It will, I guarantee.